Hi. Oh, nice to see you too. This is my first time ever doing this, so I'm not quite sure if it's gonna work very well or what, but I figured I'd give it a try since I had a moment. It's probably very light because pretty that mine. Just having some dinner. It's cannelloni. It has ricotta and spinach inside. And yeah, on the outside, but I'm not afraid of carbs. I don't get them often, so. So good. It's really good. So whereabouts you from? Is the audio clear at all? Is it choppy? I'm seeing right now it's so I'm not sure how it's coming out. Again, I've never done this before, so. Hello, Rodney. Oh, right on. Yeah, sorry about that. But I'm not home, so I gotta do what I gotta do. The video I just uploaded last night took me 7 hours. For a video of that size, it usually doesn't take me more than 15 minutes at my own home. So, yeah, I didn't get to bed until 6 a.m. this morning trying that video online. Hi, Gina. Or G. How you doing? Yeah, it was a long time. Just enjoying my dinner. I'm at my mother's right now, and she doesn't understand portions, someone like me right now. So this meal here will be 4 meals for me. I can only eat like about half of one of these cannellonis, and she gave. I love her so much, but yeah, it's pretty good. Hi, Danielle. Getting everybody's names mixed up. How are you all doing today? Know what's wrong? I'm sorry about that, guys. It just, I don't know why, but it completely shut down on me for some reason. So weird. I didn't touch anything. So I don't know what happened there. And right now it's showing that nobody's here, so I don't know. I might be talking to myself. Oh, you're still here. I don't know. It's showing nobody, so weird. Yeah, again, the internet's really, really bad here, so. Hi! How are you doing, Danielle and Brenda? My eyes are very, very bad. Does this happen often for live streams? Do they just automatically shut down on themselves? Or is it just because the internet's so bad? I don't know. Again, this is my very first time. That's good. It's not choppy now to me. It doesn't look like anyways. It was really choppy before. I don't know. Anyways, welcome for all of you who just joined. Thank you for coming out to say hi, because I don't know the next time you're going to even see me. I don't know from day to day, but I figured I'd try this out. It might be easier than recording a video. Editing was a nightmare last night. It was like an all-day process. I couldn't even figure out how to edit a video. So, but I did what I could. And again, for those that just joined, it took me 7 hours to upload that video. I didn't get to sleep until 6 a.m. this morning trying to get it up. So, I don't know when I'm gonna go walking again. Right now, I'm kind of laying low. I'm not even supposed to be here because my mother, she lives in a seniors building, and you know, if they know that somebody else is staying here, you know, I don't want her getting in trouble over it. So, well, for the most part, they're doing okay. From what I hear, my boys, they talk to me just about every day. So, as far as I know, they're okay, but they are missing me. It's a hard decision, you know, especially when you have kids. Even though all my kids are grown up, you know, it's still, they're my babies and always will be. Not to mention, I miss my fur babies too, you know. It's hard, but it's something I had to do. I couldn't take it anymore. Well, she's taking it the hardest, and that's what breaks my heart the most. That's probably the only thing that's making me regret my decision from leaving. And it really hurts. But I didn't do it because of her. I did it because I needed to do this for me, you know. And again, she works close to home, and if I had to bring her with me, how would that work? You know, it's just, I didn't want to inconvenience her. I didn't want to disrupt any of their lives. This issue was between me and their dad. And I don't know. It's just a difficult situation. I really, really hope she does. I love her more than anything in the world. If you guys have been following for a while, you all know that she's literally my best friend. And it's hard when you have no friends in this world, you know, other than the internet, of course. But I mean, in my real life, I have nobody but my mom and my daughter, and she's just my everything. Am I loud enough? I don't know if it's loud enough or not. Sorry, I'll be talking with my mouth full. I'm so rude. Trying to get my foods in and protein. I understood what you meant. It's okay. So how's everybody else doing? Well, I have no choice in the matter right now, you know. I just gotta take it day by day. I know, I feel like that's all I do is eat. I don't even know how I'm losing anything, but no, I really don't eat that much. It just seems like I'm filming every time I'm eating. But yeah, for those of you who just joined, my mom made me cannelloni. Look at the size of these. They're humongous. Two of them, and I can only eat half of one. She's still not used to my portion sizes. Just like yesterday, we went out to dinner to Wendy's, and she got me a small chili because that's what I asked for. She said I could get whatever I wanted, so that's what I asked for, and it was two meals from a small chili. I just don't eat that much, but I know, right? It's gonna be 4 meals. I'll probably eat the other half like later on tonight or something. Hi there, how are you doing? Again, I'm so sorry. I'm so far behind on everybody's videos. Again, the internet is not that great here, so it takes forever to load anything. I'm surprised this is even working right now. The first one that I just up, like when I first started, it shut down on me, I think, because the internet was just so bad. I had the Roux-en-Y gastric bypass. Best decision I ever made in my life, I tell you. Still no regrets, even though, as I tell everybody, I kind of look like a Shar-Pei. If you don't know what that is, you know, those wrinkled dogs that are all smushy. Every single part of my body is all just skin hanging everywhere. But I'm happy that, you know, I don't have the weight. I can deal with this. Even if I look like this for the rest of my life, I'm okay with that, you know. Even if I don't qualify for skin removal surgery, which I most definitely think I'm going to, if it was already this way by the time I hit like 100 pounds loss, even 50 pounds loss, I had a lot of loose skin. But I think that even if I didn't qualify, I'd still be more than happy with my decision. Sure, I'm not going to be, you know, that great to look at without clothes, but I don't walk around naked, so who cares? Nobody's going to see me anyways, right? I'll never wear a bikini, or who knows, maybe one day I'll be confident enough to do so regardless of what I look like. Who knows? Again, I don't care. That's just not something that's important to me. Being 146 pounds less, that's like an entire human being I've lost. Like carrying that on my back. No wonder I was in so much agony constantly. It was awful. I'm from Ontario, Canada. Orangeville is the town I'm from. We have the window open here, so I hope it's not too loud. We've got buses driving by and they're kind of loud. Well, thank you. That's very sweet. I feel better than I used to, but I'm not quite where I want to be yet. But again, if I could spend the rest of my life at 199 pounds, I am perfectly okay with that. So I don't have high expectations. I've already passed all of my expectations. It was 31 degrees here. It was awful. It's so bad. Yeah. But again, I'm staying inside right now, so yesterday was literally the first time I left the house since I got here. I haven't been walking or anything, but I'm still doing all right, so yeah. Did you get the tornado warning at all where you're from? I know there was supposed to be one last night or something going around. I don't remember which area it was in, but somewhere here in Ontario. Well, I wanted to document my weight loss. I actually started this over 2 years ago, but it didn't go as planned. I ended up giving up and just, I don't know. I was in a really dark place back then too. Depressed, suicidal every single day. And, oh, right on, Kat. That's awesome. Yeah, she's fantastic. I love her. But anyways, Eliza, I figured if I started this, it would help keep me accountable because, you know, people can be brutally honest on the internet. And if they're going to tell me, you know what, get your crap together, you know, you got to start eating properly, or, you know, you shouldn't be eating that. You need to get out and exercise. I figured if people were honest, even though it might hurt my feelings, it may trigger something in my head to want to please everybody, you know, meanwhile making myself better in the process. I just feel like accountability is huge. And even those who choose not to document their journey, I think it's still important to, well, there's options to upload to YouTube and just keep it on private just for yourself. So you don't have to share it with the world. And or even just take pictures. But I think it's so important if you're going on any weight loss surgery whatsoever, you need to document. You will have absolutely no regrets. And about that, I don't know what's going on and why they They haven't said anything about it. There was literally no news crews at the scene at all, which is shocking to me. I expected it to be on the news last night, but no, it wasn't. Even this day, like, I've been watching the news feeds all day online to see if anything was said about what happened. Was it deemed a suicide or was it homicide? I don't know. But yeah, the thing is my son, he lives on the 20th floor. And so if this he has security cameras and stuff like that go over his balcony, and he thought, just think if this person was above him and he caught that footage on camera, how horrifying that would have been to see this young guy's last moments, you know? It's just awful to think about what drove him to do this, if he did do this, or again, I don't know. There's literally no information about it whatsoever. But this was in Brampton, Ontario. So, if you do hear something about somebody jumping or being thrown off their balcony, um, yeah, it happened in Brampton. It is sad. My son saw the full body before they covered it. He literally just got home from work when it happened. And well, he said he looked like about 19 to 22 years old, black male. So, I don't know. But it's just awful to think about, you know. He was just coming home from work and he literally saw the body before they covered it. And the body, it was laying there for several hours before forensic even came. So I don't know. They did have a priest come to the scene after the body was removed. I don't know what they do after something like that happens. Maybe bless the area. I really don't know. But yeah, it's very unfortunate, but I would like to know what happened. It's a scary thing, you know. That's somebody's child. Hi there. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I agree, Brenda. I feel really, really bad. My son, a bunch of Snapchats of the crime scene last night, and like, I didn't want to put that in my video because, you know, I'm not Logan Paul. I'm not going to get all this hatred for people seeing stuff like that. You know, he was covered at the time that he was sending me the photos and whatnot. But it just, that's somebody's child, you know. Yeah, it's awful to think about. Especially at so much life to live. But I totally get it because I felt that way before too. When you're in such a depressed state, you just don't think about anybody else but how you're feeling in that moment. You know, you don't realize the family you're leaving behind and how nothing matters but what you're thinking about, like escaping whatever's hurting you in that moment in time. So, anyways, I don't want to make this into something that's a dark place. I really never had anything that I was going to talk about. I was just going to wing it, so I have no notes or anything to talk about. So if you guys have any questions or want to talk about anything, feel free to ask. I'm pretty much an open book. For most things, anyways. Sorry for those I lost. They probably thought I went offline. Yeah, weight was my major cause of my depression. Thanks to the fourth therapist that I had, she worked at the bariatric clinic in Toronto. And she's the one that suggested it to me. I didn't even think it was an option because I had no clue that the surgery was covered here in Canada. I had no idea, and I didn't have like 30,000 or whatever it costs nowadays in my back pocket to be able to get this surgery. So, yeah, she knew that was the cause of my depression, so she suggested it. And when she did, I literally broke down and started bawling. her office. And before I left, I'm like, thank you. You literally have just saved my life. And she did. She's my hero. My weight loss is going surprisingly well. I was expecting to have a stall here the past couple weeks and before then, but it hasn't happened yet. It's still dropping somehow. And again, I haven't been exercising at all. You'd think with the stress it would be even worse. I've lost, well, going from the 380 pounds that's been documented. Yes, Gina, hi. Thank you again for offering. Gina offered to edit my out so we could get it up for you guys. So again, thank you to her for even doing that or wanting to do that, but I was able to do it. So I was hoping you weren't waiting up for me. Oh, but anyways, Eliza, I lost 146 pounds so far. I believe it's like 159 pounds if I go for my actual highest weight. But yeah, 146 from my highest documented weight. So that's pretty good. 83 pounds so far since my surgery on March 2nd. I couldn't have done this without the surgery. Tried every diet in the book. I yo-yo dieted every year. Every New Year's, I'd make a new resolution. Well, the same resolution rather, to lose weight. Sure, I'd do well for maybe 3-4 months. I'd lose really fast too, because I went hard. I'm like, yes, this is my year, but it wasn't so. I'd gain it all back and then some. The most I lost, I think, was like 4 or 5 years ago, and I lost 80 pounds on my own. And yeah, it didn't happen. I know, I want to get my hair cut. I have to wait till I can get some funds and do it. Right now, other things are more important, but yeah, I got barely anything left, so might as well. I feel like wanting to shave it completely bald at times because it's just so dead. The chat keeps scrolling away. Is there any way to fix it so I can see it at all times? No. Darn it. A fast reader, especially with my bad eyesight, I have to like squint to see what everybody's saying. But yeah, I'm doing okay considering. I swear, Gina, you're killing me with all those pictures of your dog. It makes me miss Bentley so much more. I know he's the one who's probably missing me the most out of everybody right now. Oh, he was my baby. In your dog. Good job. I'm sorry, Yvonne. It's part of the process. You know, like if I tie my hair back, you can't really notice as much, but you can see. Like, yeah, I've got a lot of bald spots, especially in the back too. And it's just awful. You know how I've been covering it up because I don't have any, like, I can't get any sprays or anything like that. What I do is I have, you're going to think this is ridiculous. I don't even know if I mentioned it at all. I don't remember. I have a horrible memory. So I'll take my eyeshadow palette, okay? And I'll go for the darkest color. And then I'll just paint over, well, right now I can't do it in the phone very well, but I just paint over my gray and my bald spots. Like if I'm going anywhere, when I'm at home, I really don't care about what I look like. But when I go out, I like to feel a little bit better about myself. So yeah, just an eyeshadow palette to cover it up. That's all I'm doing, and it seems to work. It makes it less noticeable, at least. You do what you gotta do, right? So there's a tip if you have any problems covering up and you don't have the money to buy something. Well, you probably all are fine, but I'm in a different situation. I don't have any money of my own, and it's hard enough to get food for myself, so that's kind of a priority right now. Not my bald spots, but eventually I'll be working on that. Am I not here? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, if I disappear, it's not my doing, just so you know, okay? I'm not gonna just turn it off and not say goodbye first. So it's just the internet is bad. Yeah. Ugh, it is what it is. Oh yeah, Gina, you weren't here when I mentioned it. The video last night took me 7 hours to upload. 7 hours. Whereas at home it would take me like 15 minutes. I didn't get to bed till 6 a.m. this morning. That's how bad it was. I'd be checking. It only went down like 5 or up 5%. Yeah. I probably can't do more than just a weekly update at this time. So I figured I'd try this. If anybody's on, they can come say hi, and I'm not completely out of the loop. I love you, except I can't. But it's better than nothing. And it's probably a lot uploading a video. Good grief, that was awful. I almost gave up on it last night, but I was determined. So I was really tired this morning. But yeah, I know. I probably spent about, I don't know, 2 hours trying to figure out the editing software. And then after that, my sweet, sweet mother happened to bring up, what about using my computer? Will that work? And I'm like, seriously? Oh. So yeah. And it's a laptop. I'm not very good with laptops, but I had to download the program that I use at home, which is like obsolete now or something. It's just the old Windows Movie Maker. That's literally all I use. Is something so basic and simple. And yeah, but I got it up, but I don't have any of my music or nothing like that. But I'm sure you all are sick of that anyways. But I don't think I'll ever be good at actual editing. I'm just very, very simple when it comes to this sort of thing. I just want to get the video up. I think somebody said something, but I think I might have missed it. Oh yes, I am staying with my mother right now. But I don't know for how long. So I really don't know what I'm going to do. Probably going to be soon. I've already been here for almost 2 weeks. So, yeah. It's really hot in here. It looks beautiful though. A few clouds in the sky. How are you feeling today, Gina? Your tummy okay? Still any attacks? If I didn't disconnect it, oh no. I don't even know what to talk about. Never really got a chance to... Oh, mother. You're in the other room. Everybody, this is my mom. Oh, you're silly. You could just walk in, you know. You could stay with me and we could do this together. Oh. Yeah. When are you having it? Oh, that's awesome. Again, best decision ever. In the beginning, it might be a little rocky. Like for me, it wasn't that bad in the beginning at all, but I know some people do have, some issues with like the first time they start eating, they're sick. I never really experienced that. So again, remember, everybody's different. So your journey is going to be different too. In the beginning, I was losing weight really slow. I would see on Facebook, oh, I'm like 1 week post-op and I've lost like 50 pounds. And I'm like, really? You know, I felt so bad about myself because I gained, like, I think it was I don't even remember. I think it was 6 pounds when I was in the hospital. So nobody tells you about that after you come out of the hospital, that you're going to weigh more than when you went in because they pump you with so many fluids. And I'm like, I never expected that. I didn't think I would gain that much. But it took me like a week or two, I think, to lose that. So, oh, well, thank you. I'm trying to keep it real. That's why I'm showing everything. You know, you can see, and I'm hoping that people seeing my body on how it looks right now, that it's going to make others feel better about themselves. I really haven't seen anybody's body that is wrinkly and as scarred up as mine. Like I had 4 babies, 3 of them all really close together, so my stretch marks, they've been there for years, but this just enhanced them even more. And everything's all wrinkly and just, I don't know. But it is what it is. It's my body, you know. I'll take it. I'd rather this again than those 146 pounds back, that's for sure. Where I couldn't even stand for 5 minutes. And now I was able to walk for 4 hours. I just miss walking my dog. I know he's the one who truly appreciated me. Every morning when I woke up, he'd be at my bedroom door just waiting for me, wagging his tail, and then he'd roll over onto his side for me to scratch his belly. Yeah, animals are so loyal. Yeah, he's at home. So I'm sure he's probably so confused what's going on or where I went. Yeah, me too. There's still some fat in there, but I mean, you can see where my actual arm is and where my actual body would be, but yeah, this is all just hanging skin. It's awful, and it's hard because you can't really hide that with, when you wear tank tops. From the side, if I go like this, it doesn't look so bad, but it's from the side where you could notice it, especially if I lift my arms up, you know, but oh well. It's my badge of honor. What is that? Really? Yeah, see, whatever works. I I use eyeshadow right now. The only thing I don't like about it is it's extremely dry, and my hair's already dry, but again, you know, I didn't bother doing it today except for when I showed you guys. Like you can see there, I just did it there to show an example, but yeah, it does a pretty good job of hiding the gray. But I want to hide the bald spots more than anything. And mascara is kind of expensive. Most of my makeup is hand-me-downs from my daughter, so I don't use like the black eyeshadows or the dark brown eyeshadows anyway. So like without this stuff on my hair, I still have some left from yesterday because again, we went out for dinner, so I did cover it up. So I didn't wash my hair yet, so there's still, that's why you can't see as much gray as I would have been yesterday, but I'm extremely gray. I started getting gray by the time I was 9 years old, is when the first grays were spotted. So I knew I was destined to be completely white. Probably by the time it would probably be that way if Thursday is when I dyed my hair last. I don't usually dye my hair, but my daughter bought it for me because she wanted me to feel special when we went out on Mother's Day. So, hi Mitchell. You look great too. My goodness. You're dropping those LBs like there's no tomorrow. Good for you. Again, I apologize for being so behind on everybody's videos. Ugh, I got to catching, seeing all of your beautiful faces. Hard right now. Again, the internet's really slow for some reason. For me, my mom's computer probably works a lot faster. It's really, really slow. She keeps telling me I want to, but I'm not really good with laptops. So how's your day today? You just get home from work? Actually, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, 6:30. Yes, that is. Mitchell is from Minnesota. So, and male, of course. So if you need a male to follow, again, as he was saying in his latest video, there's really not many men to follow who've had this surgery. So if you interested in a male's perspective, absolutely check him out and keep sharing, you know, with your friends too, because it must be lonely being one of the few men out there. You know, I don't know. Again, there's so many women who've had it. I think women just, I don't know, seem to care more about their weight. I don't know. I can't relate to a man, so I don't know what they think about. So, but yeah. um, well, there's some that's just starting out their journey. I have to make another shout out video soon. There's another male, Daniel, weight loss journey or something. He also comments on my videos. So if you want to check out my last video, you'll see his name there as well. They really do. They really, really do. Men, it's okay to be, you know, husky. That's a good sign of being strong. But women, you're just fat. You're lazy, you know, you're ugly. We get all of that, and it's just, I don't know. It sucks for anybody but myself. They don't like the way that I look. I'm just hideous. Don't look at me. You know, just go about your day. I'm not hurting anybody, you know, but myself with all this extra weight. So my weight shouldn't affect anybody else but me. But it was hard being that weight. It was awful. Long ago, I looked at my that I made a couple years ago. I think it was 371 pounds, and weigh myself, and I was out of breath. Gas for the few seconds that I was standing up. That's no way to live. I was barely even existing, you know. I couldn't even stand for 5 minutes. The way I knew supper was done, because I couldn't stand over the stove, every time the smoke alarm went off, I knew, oh, dinner's ready. Oh, so bad. Therapy definitely, and without it, I wouldn't today. All the help that I had with 4 different things for my life, they saved me. So if anybody's dealing with depression or is nervous, go to therapy. Don't be nervous. And if you find that somebody's not understanding it you're hoping for, find someone new. Find the one that fits. It's going to improve your life drastically. Helps so much. I'm so glad I went. I would have had the surgery if I didn't go to therapy. They're the ones who I never even thought it was an option for me. So I am so grateful. They have so many tools to offer you if, you know, for whatever you're dealing with. Me, I had it on top of my depression. Like I wouldn't leave the house for 9 months. My neighbors living next to us for like, to this day, I still never met them. Now I don't hide from them anymore when I was there. Or I used to have my husband hold the door so I could just run out, not make eye contact with anybody. And that the only time I would leave would be to go to my doctor's appointments or therapists. That's it. I didn't do my own groceries for the past 15 or so years. I never stepped foot in a grocery store. I had to make lists, and every time, everything on the list ended up being. So it's kind of nice being able to do that myself now. But, oh, I'm sorry. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, and I wish you the best of luck on your own surgery. Stay positive and don't be nervous. It's going to be the best decision you've ever made, ever in your life, honestly. If you've been suffering with trying to lose weight for years, like most of us have, again, this is a last resort. That's why we do this, because we have tried everything unsuccessfully. So, hi there. How are you doing? I don't even know if the count on here is accurate. It's saying 2 viewers right now. So, I don't know. We're apparently having connectivity issues. So, that sucks. Thank you very much. I'm surprised anybody actually watches me, to be honest. I feel I'm so awkward. I stutter when I get nervous. I don't know how to talk to a camera. I never look at the camera. And I hear that that's a big pet peeve. Like, I'm always looking at other things and around and never at the camera. But that's just me. I'm just an awkward person. I'm surprised I'm even doing this at all. Again, I was a shut-in for so many years of my life. I avoided people at all costs. Not because I didn't like them, but like, I love people. I really, really do. It's just I was insecure about what they'd think of me, you know? Oh, well, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not very good at hiding my notes. They're so obvious because my eyesight is very, very bad, and I don't have glasses. Like, the ones that I do wear, like when I go to the movies or whatnot, those were my son's. Apparently our eyes are similar, but I usually can see up close. But oh, that's good. Good for you. That's not bad though, 3-month wait. That's really good actually. Somebody told me today that they're just starting their journey too, and there's a mandatory 1-year wait period. So mine, from orientation up to my actual surgery, was 5 months. But from my first initial appointment with the nurse and to my surgery, that was 4 months for the full journey. So, well, the only advice I could offer you is to actually start working on what you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life afterwards. Like, for instance, what I started to do is I started to mindful eat. They told us we should eat, like, chew our food 20 times, like, or 25 times per bite, and put your fork down or spoon down after every bite. Turn off, like, don't be eating at your desk, don't be watching TV, eat at the table, and savor each bite of your food, and think about, the textures and whatnot, and just eat slowly. And again, drinking lots of water. What I used to do in the beginning is I would set my alarm on my phone. I'd have them set for every 2 hours to make sure I would drink at about a cup of water every 2 hours. So, because if I don't set alarms, I'm not going to remember. But yeah, it's good to start getting into these habits now. Again, every bariatric clinic is so very different. Like mine, after surgery, we had to have a full week of clear fluids. And then 3 weeks after that of full fluids. No food at all, like chewable food with any texture whatsoever, until a full month after surgery. And don't forget, before surgery, we had the 2-week liquid diet. So you're on liquids for 6 full weeks. So that's probably the most challenging part I found of this whole process so far. Yes, that's another thing I did. Well, now I'm using normal sizes, but I mean, when I went to the hospital, I brought, you know, those little baby spoons when you're starting to teach your little baby who's learning how to eat for the first time. I brought that with me to eat my Jello with, and I would even sip my diluted apple juice because we weren't allowed to drink pure apple juice. We were supposed to mix it half and half with water because it's too much sugar. And it was up to us to do that, or you would dump if you got the pure sugar. Well, that's what they tell us anyways. Again, everybody's bariatric clinic is different. They might not have had to do that, but yeah, I was eating Jello. My very first Jello took me 3 hours to eat. Not even joking. You know the tiny little Jello cups? 3 hours. That's how slow I ate it, because I was so scared of like hurting myself or these new sensations, because I was able to feel it going down for that very first time I was eating. It was so weird. But I remember when I was in the hospital, I had to ask every single nurse that came on duty, did they really do the RNY? Because one of my friends from Facebook group who was going to have hers done, she was actually scheduled before me. They went in to do hers, but apparently she had too much scar tissue from a previous surgery. They ended up closing her up and not doing it at all. She went home completely devastated. And I thought that same thing was going to happen to me because I had my gallbladder taken out probably about, I don't remember, 10, 15 years ago. And I almost died from that surgery. This surgery is a breeze compared to that, like my comparison anyways. But again, I just had a bad experience. Most people who had their gallbladders out don't have that much of a problem, but I literally almost died. But yeah, this surgery was a complete breeze compared to that. Literally, the only pain I had was on day 2. So, it was awful. All right. Take care, Yvonne. Thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Oh, honey, you don't want my life. Enjoy your own life. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. But hello. Yeah, this surgery was really easy compared to what I thought it would be. Again, I went in. The only thing I was scared of, I wasn't scared of the pain or anything afterwards because I didn't know what it was going to be like. I know you hear horror stories from some people, but again, that's their journey. It's going to be completely different for you. Me, I experienced none. I didn't even have, you know how they tell you you're going to have so much gas to bring the Gas X strips with you? I had no gas whatsoever after my surgery. So again, it's so different for everybody. And I did the walking. I did like 8 laps, and I do that a few times a day, and nope, nothing was happening. But constipation is real. Even to this day, it's still real. So, yeah. Whew, it's really hot in there. Had the air conditioner out in the living room. I'm in my mom's room. She's letting me stay in here while I'm here, so that's nice of her. But it's really, really warm today. It's 31 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is for you Americans. Probably only 90 something where you guys can tolerate the hundreds. I don't know. Showing there's 3 people here at the moment. I don't know if that's accurate. So what's everybody else up to tonight? What you having for dinner? If you haven't already had dinner. Oh gosh. Yeah. It feels like that right now. I can't do the conversion right now because everything's on my phone. Yeah. 3 cheeseburgers? Yum. Or is that like a triple burger? It was so funny going to Wendy's yesterday for the first time since surgery and seeing all the things that I used to order from them. I used to get the Grand Slam with bacon and cheese. If you don't know what that is, that's 4 patties with bacon and cheese. And I would eat that. And again, it would be in a combo, upsized. And this time I got a small chili and I was full. I only ate half of it. Yep, surgery is amazing because I had no self-control. None whatsoever. But yeah, I remember it was good. It tasted good. I loved food. There's probably nothing you could put in front of me that I wouldn't eat other than probably liver. Liver is probably the only thing I wouldn't eat. Everything else, it's fair game. I'm not that picky. Oh, she left a little while ago. Yeah, I wish I could see the full chat. Hi, Miss B. Thank you very much. Good to see you. I'm seeing a lot of new names pop up that I haven't seen before. Well, thank you very much. Again, I'm still a rookie at this. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get better at it. I would love to know how to do all the fancy editing, but that's just not me. I'm so simple. I'm lucky enough to even know how to splice things together and put a picture here and there, you know. I'm just not that I don't even know how to put it. I just am not very good with technical stuff like that. Maybe one day I'll learn. Oh my gosh, that sounds heavenly. I love scalloped potatoes. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Yum, Bruiser, enjoy. So good. I still would love burgers. And bun and all, I'd still eat it. I'm not afraid of carbs. Like, I'm not completely cutting myself off of carbs. I'm still enjoying food from time to time. It's not like I have that every single day. I've been pretty good up to this point, but I mean, I do still treat myself. Like the first time I wanted to try a Big Mac, but again, that's way too big for me and way too much bread. So I just got a normal kid-sized cheeseburger and I got them to put lettuce on it, and I asked for Big Mac sauce and I tried that. So that was literally my very first burger. Was my little old mini Big Mac. And at the time I was only able to eat half of it. But yeah. I could never eat a full Big Mac now. Before I'd get the double Big Macs and I'd eat 2 of them easily. It's so funny. Those of you who are going through this surgery who haven't even begun, just wait. It's going to be a good experience. You're going to know what it feels like to be full for the first time in your life. Again, not everybody says they have that sensation, but when you do start eating food, I think that's when it'll start to kick in. You know that that's your stopping point and you can't really overdo it. It's good because I've never known what it felt like to be full before, ever. I was like an endless hole. I could just shove everything in constantly and no breaks. I'd eat an entire large pizza easily by myself. So I'm glad those days are gone. Now I'll eat like I could eat 1 slice of pizza without the crust, and yeah, of like around a medium-sized pizza, I could eat 1 slice and I'm good. But again, that's a treat. It's not something you have all the time. But yeah, I do miss scalloped potatoes. I haven't had those in about 6 or so months. We used to get like the box, the Betty Crocker ones. I know it might not be as good as homemade, but it's good enough for me. I'm not fancy, then can cook anything that's, you know, that fancy. To me, that's fancy. But I'd eat a whole box by myself easily. That would be an entire meal just eating scalloped potatoes alone. It was so good. I love it. And chicken, you can never go wrong with chicken. Except I can't eat chicken breast anymore. Hi Megan, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by and all your support. You've been really, really sweet and I really appreciate it. Everybody's been super sweet. I haven't found one person who's been mean to me yet. That could change at any moment, but everybody's been super, super nice and super understanding and super supportive, and I truly, truly appreciate it. So thank you. Especially during what I'm going through right now. Not the best of circumstances, but it is what it is. Had to be done. Oh yeah, as I was saying, I can't eat chicken breast anymore. No white meat. Well, thank you. Everybody inspires me. Hearing everybody else's journey, even if it's just in text in the comments, you know, just knowing what everybody else is going through on their own journey inspires me too. I know we're all from different walks of life and we all have our own journey, which is so very different, but yet so very the same. You know, we're all wanting to improve ourselves and get healthier and happier. So somehow we all relate in one way or another. Whew, it's getting warm in here. Probably gonna have to cut this off soon. Yeah, as I was showing everybody who came in earlier, my mom made me some cannelloni. Look at this size. This is not a bariatric size portion, by the way. She made me two, and I could only eat like a little less than half of one. It's really, really good. It's delicious, but see, look at that cheese. It has cheese and spinach in it, but yeah, this will be at least 4 meals for me. But again, I'm so grateful I even have food in my belly right now. I could be sleeping on a park bench right now. But I'd still rather that than go back to what I was living with. Even if it was pouring rain, I'd still rather put up with the elements than deal with that anymore. Hopefully this will be an eye-opener and maybe things will change. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what my future holds, but I'm just taking it one day at a time and figuring it out as I go. I didn't know what would be a good time to do this. I was planning on doing it last night, but again, uploading that video took me 7 hours and I never got to bed until 6 a.m. this morning, and I'm like, forget it. I can't do it. Maybe I'll try it later on this afternoon, and if it even worked for me. So when I first started it, it was giving me problems. It shut down. I had probably about 8 people in here at the moment, 8 or 9 people, and it shut down. And when I came back, not as many were still there. They probably thought that I closed it, but I didn't. It was the internet being choppy. So anyways, I've been on here for, it says an hour now, just about. So I probably should let you all go. And hopefully I'll see you again later. Maybe I'll do this again later on in the week. I don't know. We'll see. But it was good seeing everybody and talking to you in person this time instead of just in comments. I know I've been very slow with replying to a lot of things because of what I'm doing right now, where I'm at, but I'm hoping tonight maybe I can catch up on some videos. So I didn't forget about you just because I'm not commenting or whatnot. It's just because I haven't gotten to it yet. So yeah, I'm probably going to try and spend my night and catch up as much as I can for me. You all have a fantastic night, and I will see you again later. Bye for now. Love you. Now, how do I close this?